Hey guys, Rob from Expedition Team Overland here with another install video here at the Alu-Cab camper. We are installing the HOTTAP hot water heater. This is probably going to be a two-part install because right now we're just going to be installing the 813 water tank MOLLE panel with the HOTTAP system with their quick release bracket. The second part of this install is going to be the plumbing aspect of it. That's going to be later on. I've been trying to figure out online with Amazon and a bunch of other suppliers in the area here in Akron a way to be able to work with the fittings that HOTTAP has with the just regular propane fittings, and it's just not turning into an easy process. So that's gonna be a later process. So what I'm gonna unfortunately have to do is every time I use the hot water tank, I'm gonna have to take the you have to move the hot water tank from the storage unit that goes on the passenger side water tank and move it outside just because it gets warm. But the propane tank will have to come off of the back of the Jeep and get put over on the ground over there until I get a better solution. HOTTAP has a quick release coupling on the bottom of their tank, and I haven't been able to find another coupling that's like it or one that will work with other applications. So it's been a long work in progress. So that's probably going to be part two. So it's like this isn't going to be a step-by-step installation. It's going to be more of an overview and the getches for it. But I'm really looking forward to using this. This is going to be a huge game changer on the trail. If we're going to be doing some beach trips up here in Ohio, just if you're going to be out in the beach in summer, you just want to get a quick fresh shower, we're able to do that. But then if you're on a hot trail in Moab or in Colorado and you're dusty and dirty and you just want to take a nice fresh shower at night or first thing in the morning, we're going to have that option too. It's not going to be a cold shower like some like you've had to do without the hot water heater. So this is a huge addition to the setup. So let's go ahead and get the install started. All right, so here's the 813 Fabrication bracket. It also comes with a hook attachment that you put on the back of the hot water tank or on the Alu-Cab, the little cross member area, and that's what we're going to hook the tank onto when we take the shower. From what I've read, these tanks do get pretty warm just with using the propane and such like that. So it's better to remove the hot water heater from the back of the Alu-Cab, because it'll just heat up the whole inside of the cab. So let's get this unwrapped and get it installed. All right, we're here inside the Jeep. I just took off this support bracket. It is by two 13mm bolts with 13mm washers. So what I was able to do for the top, I was able to use a wrench on the back and my impact on the backs to get those off. Here at the bottoms, I was able to get a 13mm on the back and then a ratcheting wrench for the fronts. I didn't want to take the whole goose gear apart. That's a pretty big process for this. So I believe there is no instructions as of today. There is no instructions on 813's website. So next is, so I believe you take off that bracket, and this bracket you can see has a big S-curve, and the bottom one has a little bit less slight S-curve. I believe the big S-curve goes on the top, and the other one goes on the bottom, and it fits in there perfectly. So the only thing I think I'm going to have to mount the quick release bracket first, because I'm not going to be able to get to the back of these bolts. So, and then the only other getcha is on the top. You have the water tank pressure relief. That is just in the right spot to get to these bolts. So it's going to be a little bit fun to get this bolt in. So. Alright, so I had to run to Ace Hardware. Didn't come with any mounting brackets. The extra sets for the top and bottom are just way too long. So I went and got the absolute smallest brackets I could get with lock washers. And they work out. They are 1/2 inch by 1/4. With 2 washers. I probably don't need the washers, but these here, it's just a really small, that was the absolute smallest bolt I could get, so I wanted to run the washers just for some extra protection. So let's get this bolted up and hope it all works. Alrighty, so I had to run to Ace Hardware and get the mounting brackets from the HOTTAP quick release bracket to the 813. I don't think it comes with any from HOTTAP because I think they don't know how you're going to mount it on what type of surfaces. And I don't think if 813 gave me the bracket, the bolts, they were just too long. So got the shortest brackets I could get, got it mounted up. Now I did have to remove the goose gear top. It was next to impossible to get the bottom bolts in. Just needed the extra leverage. Not leverage, just need the extra area to get your hands in there and all that type of stuff, so it just worked out better. So taking this out isn't hard. It's not easy to put back in, but it works, and I got this all secure. So let's get the goose gear back installed. Alright, so here we are. Everything's installed. It is nice and tight. Got the goose gear back in. Alright, so what I think we're going to do, you have to raise this. This gets raised up a little bit. There's some hooks here in the back. So we raise this up. Get it up there with those hooks. And then it locks down with these little straps. There's little eyelets on the side. And it is good to go. So far, now all we have to do is test it out and see if it works. Alright, so we tested it out for the first time. You can see we made a mess of the driveway, but it works really well. First impressions, it worked. I'm really happy with it. You just have to keep, you gotta make sure that these fittings lock all the way up. They didn't lock up the first time, and it leaked a lot. And you got to turn on the propane for the heater to work. And when you start the water pressure, you hear the little igniters tick 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 ticking. If it doesn't ignite right away, it won't relight. So you have to stop the water pressure and then restart it again. But overall, really, really well. Very happy with the setup. It's going to be very nice to have this at the beach, out on the trail, to stay clean and just clean off after a dusty day on the trail or a hot day at the beach. So overall, very, very happy with this whole setup. It is fairly easy. You just have to. The one thing you do have to get is the bolts for mounting the bracket to the Joolca bracket to the 813 bracket. And like I said, I went with the smallest ones I could go with lock washers. So I'm going to keep an eye on that for the beginning part of this, make sure it stays on. But overall, I'm really, really happy with how this has turned out. I will keep you guys updated on the progress of plumbing it in, but right now, on first thoughts, I'm actually thinking of just leaving this setup on how it is with bringing the gas tank here. I don't have to worry about plumbing. Maybe it's something I change up after talking to Asheville Vehicle Outfitters or No K 4-wheel drive. Talk to those guys, see if they can come up with a plumbing harness for me. And if I do get that stuff, I will make another video and keep you guys updated on it. So see you guys later.